Namaste and welcome. It's Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com, and in today's video we are doing part 2 on how to chant Om. Yesterday's video was all about the methodical approach to chanting Om, and today we're going to cover the devotional aspect, which I absolutely love on chanting Om. Okay, so let's get to it. Look, if you didn't get a chance to watch yesterday's video and you're new to Om chanting, then please check it out, because that is going to be very useful to do for the first, few weeks until you get really comfortable with it. Okay. Now, what is the devotional chanting? Okay, this essentially it's similar, but the intention is completely different. Okay, and what we're doing here is we are essentially using Om as a way to connect to the universal energy, as a way to connect to divinity, as a way to get energy and wisdom and inspiration and purpose. Okay, so how is this different, right? Now, the first thing that we need to be aware of and very clear on is how do you perceive divinity? Because look, divinity exists. There is no question about that. The only question is, how do you perceive it? Okay, so, some people are what we would call, religious, and for them, divinity is God, a god or a goddess. Okay, Hanuman, Krishna, Lakshmi, Jesus, Allah, whatever it may be. Okay, a god to you represents divinity, and that is fantastic. Okay, let's say that, you're not religious. Then divinity to you may be just energy, the energy of the universe and the force, the higher power, right? That is another way to look at it. Another way to look at it is as the attribute or the qualities of that energy. Divinity to you may be just love, it may be peace, it may be abundance, it may be gratitude. Now, the important thing to remember is they're all the same things. We're just looking at it from different angles. God is the same as energy, is the same as love. Okay, so don't be bogged down by the details. Listen to yourself, look within and ask yourself, how do I perceive divinity? Because that is what matters. This is not about religion at all. In fact, Om predates all religion. It is the seed of creation. It has got nothing to do with religion. Okay, so how do you perceive divinity? Now, I'm going to give you an example, okay, of how to chant, and you make it your own. You make it your own. So for me, I perceive divinity as a mother, as a goddess, because I believe that, when I look around at all this abundance, I believe that it is only a woman, only a mother who can give so unconditionally. Okay, I just see abundance everywhere. so for me, that is divinity. Okay, so now let's say that, okay, I'll give you my example and then you can make it your own. Okay, so the way you want to do this, the way you want to chant Om in this way, is what I'll do is I will think of the mother, I will think of the goddess, think of however you perceive divinity, as love, as abundance, as energy, as the universe. You think of that, okay, as you breathe in. And as you breathe in, you take in the essence of that. You take in the blessings of the universe. You take in the love of the universe. You take in this positive energy, whatever it is that you seek, whether you seek love or acceptance or, gratitude or forgiveness or whatever it is. You set an intention at the start, okay? And you take this in on the in-breath. And just like the first method, we're only chanting Om on the out-breath, okay? So you take in this positive energy on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, you can say thank you. So every Om is saying thank you to the universe. Every Om is you feeling grateful, okay? So this is how it look like. Taking in love, energy, peace, everything that it has to offer. And then as a thank you, you let out a beautiful No 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 being methodical, okay? Because this, we believe, is the vibration that is always in existence that cannot be heard by the human eye. So when you're calling out to divinity, it doesn't care whether you're pronouncing it correctly. It cares that you're calling it with love. Like when you call your mum, you know, if you mispronounce a name, you know, she's not going to come, okay? So this is where you just do it with pure love. And there is no way to mispronounce Om, because the human vocabulary, the human vocal cords can never mimic this divine vibration. All we're doing is trying our best. So you chant it the way you like and just do your best, okay? So let me repeat. You take in the positivity from how you perceive divinity, okay? Take in the blessings, take in the energy, take in the love, and then when you breathe out, you say thank you with your Om for everything that you have. Beautiful. So deep breath in, take in the positivity, and as you breathe out and you chant Om, you essentially just say thank you and feel grateful. And every chant, every repetition, it makes you more and more grateful, more and more open. And the more thankful and the more grateful you are, the more you open yourself up to receive everything that you desire, okay? So that is it. That is the premise, okay? There are no rules on how to chant, and you know, we've done all that before and become accustomed to Om chanting. Now we chant from the heart. This is the essence of devotional chanting, okay? Now, are there rules to follow? Yes, absolutely. The same 3 rules that we covered yesterday. Number 1, do it early in the morning between 4 to 6 a.m. This is the best time to chant and meditate. Number 2, again, it must be done on an empty stomach because it is taking energy upward. So not you know, within 3 to 4 hours of eating food. An empty stomach just doesn't mean that you haven't eaten. It means that you have gone to the loo and taken out anything that was in your stomach, okay? Because remember, we don't want the divine energy to be going upward mixed with your pizzas and chips from yesterday. We want clean divine energy going up, okay? So empty stomach, go to the loo, and you know, be completely clean before you do this chanting. In the morning time, when your thoughts are pure, do it that time. And number 3, again, do not overdo it. This is a very powerful technique. If you overdo the Om chanting loudly, you know, you'll get a headache because there's too much energy being built up that you don't know what to do with. So again, stick with the 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay, what is that? If you didn't watch yesterday's video, 11 times loud chanting, 11 times humming the Om. 11 times mental chanting, and then 11 times or 11 breaths of just silence. 11, 11, 11, 11, okay? 11 loud chanting, 11 humming the Om, 11 mental chanting, and 11 just silence and witnessing the positivity that you've created, okay? So that is the devotional aspect of Om chanting. Now, what this is going to do, the benefits of this, right, is going to help you develop a relationship with divinity, a relationship with the universe, a relationship with God, no matter how you perceive him or her or it, okay? So this connection is all you need, because once you are connected to this divine energy, then life becomes beautiful. Then you essentially become attuned to the flow of the universe. And you know, you figure out what your purpose is, you know what you need to be doing, you know, you operate from a place of love. And look, all these things are not going to come in a few days, okay? They will come with time, but when they come, they're there to stay, believe me, okay? Now, okay, so one nice thing to add, either before or after your chanting, is a prayer. And there is a special prayer for the Om. I'm going to say it to you, and On the blog on my website, under this video, I'm going to put the prayer there so you can read it, you can learn it, and you can say it yourself. Okay, but this is how it goes. Omkaram bindu samyuktam Nityam dhyayante yoginaha Kamadam mokshadam chaiva Omkaraya namo namaha Omkaraya namo namaha Omkaraya namo namaha. And what it means is salutations to the Om, the one that all yogis meditate upon, that takes them to that point of inner silence and beyond, that bestows all material and spiritual wealth. I humbly bow to that Om. It is a beautiful prayer. Saying it just before, just after your session, really honors the mantra even more, and it just makes you feel more connected to it. Okay, so that is all. That is the devotional chanting of Om. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or you want to add anything, feel free to comment below. And that is all for today. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.